Our psyche consists of a conscious part and unconscious. The conscious one is the part which we are aware of and understand, and using it for guide us in everyday life. The unconscious is what lies hidden behind our conscious part, and which we are not aware of, but it still has a powerful influence on our life, even more greater than the conscious. Unconscious made up of elements which are known as archetypes. What's the archetype? The archetype is our inborn mental image or pattern which determinate our thoughts, our behavior, our ideas, our fantasies, emotions, etc. It lives deep inside us and shapes how we act, how we think, what we do, without us even realizing it. How can we observe our unconscious? It reveals itself through our fantasies, our visions, our dreams. As well, we can observe and learn it through our history. Historically, its development can be traced through myths, mythology, through fairy tales, through legends, etc. In other words, we are, as a human beings, projecting our inner world to all those imaginary worlds, and studying them, learning and understanding can help us to know what we really are, why we act the way we act, or thinking that way and not the other. Those original images always collective, and the part of unconscious which keep them all called collective unconscious. It's something shared by entire people and whole areas. Doesn't matter the time, the place, the culture you live in. So the main mythological themes are common for all people, all races, all times, all periods of humanity. For example, you can often find elements of Greek mythology in fantasies and dreams of black people. In simple words, we can call them mental basic instincts, like we have our biological instincts, so the same way it works in our psyche. There are quite a few archetypes, and among of them we can separate one, and the main one, which is called the self. The self is the center of who we are. It connects our conscious mind with the unconscious mind. Instead, you start living in the illusion of your own greatness and special destiny. You just thinking about making history and be worshipped during your lifetime as a god, and doing that you just lose touch with basic human reality. As for examples in our history, you can see people like Rome Emperor Caligula, Chinese guy Mao Zedong, Hitler, Stalin, Napoleon, etc. In nowadays, some might argue that people like Trump or Elon Musk showing signs of the same dynamic, but not as extreme as the previous ones. But to be fair, not all great or charismatic leaders fall into this trap. Some of them are aware of their limits and keep their ego in check. The less a man understands their emotions and inner conflicts, the more likely he unconsciously identify themselves with something bigger like God. But in reality, it's more like being possessed by the devil. So that a person stops acknowledging their inner life and focuses only on outside world, outside rational ideas. Meanwhile, their emotional side slips deep into their unconscious, where it fuses with this great and powerful God image. That's how religious fanaticism starts. You can see it in many social or political movements. So those fanatical leaders projecting their inner vision, their God's kingdom into outside world, they start thinking, I know, I'm the one who know how to live and how to act and what other people should do. So they using all methods to try to achieve their goals. They always claim to speak some great truths, and but when you look at them, you will see that they are just speaking. They don't understand nothing, and just they are acting like a tool of this unconscious energy. In other words, it's their archetype speaking through them, and they just blah blah blah. But what they are saying might be meaningful, and but the problem is that they are lost their individuality and just swallowed up by this bigger force. So basically become radio broadcasters for their unconscious. Their emotional side just completely messed up, and they acting, it looks like they are just insane. And because this unconscious energy are so powerful, it sweeps up a lot of, it could do that, sweeps up a lot of people together, which is why such leaders can cause some massive disasters in our history or in our today's life or maybe in future. So understanding how it works, each of us can at some scale prevent those things to happen, just being conscious about first of all about themselves, and not to become a tool of those unconscious power and primitive animal instincts.